Hello everyone, welcome to Piccadilly Stampin'. I'm Pamela Pick. If you are new to my channel, please click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my tutorials. Leave a comment down below if you like what I did today. So today is one of my Quickadillys. It is just a shorter video, and I'm going to be featuring the Country Flowers bundle. It is a die and stamp set together. Purchase them at one time using the bundle code and you receive a 10% discount. So let's get started. Okay, I'm going to be using a few things that I want to share with you. In the 12 by 12, what is this called? To Market 12 by 12 paper. I'm going to use this wood grain for our bucket. And then I'm also going to be using in the Brights 6 by 6 this piece of Berry Burst. And then I'm also going to pair that with the Berry Burst Old Olive and White Glimmer specialty paper, but just for a little accent piece on this. So we do have a few different papers to use. But this is such a cute design. You're going to love it. Okay, let's get out our paper pack here. And this is a crumb cake base. So I'm just going to burnish that down really well with the bone folder. And then I also wanted to use a little bit of texture in this card. So I'm going to use the So Swirly embossing folder. Now, if you haven't seen these, they're ginormous, but it's so awesome, especially if you're doing any kind of scrapbooking stuff. Look at the design that leaves. Isn't that phenomenal? I love that. So we're going to go ahead and hook that. Again, that was the So Swirly embossing folder. And we're going to just adhere that down. Right to our card base, just to add a little background texture. Okay. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm just going to leave an even border along the edge. Okay, now we're going to set that aside. Let's do a little bit of stamping. So I have a piece of that wood grain paper from the To Market, and I'm going to use the bucket, and we're just going to make a little wood bucket. I'm going to ink this up in the Tuxedo Black Memento ink. Okay, and then there is a die cut here that we can run this through the embossing folder, but just to save a little bit of time, I went ahead and did one already, so we have that ready to go. Move this aside. Then let's stamp our sentiment, and I chose the sentiment from the stamp set. So lucky to know you. I love the font. I love it when they do a little script with text. I think that is so neat. And so again, in the Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and I'm going to stamp this center, but to the right side. And with a circle, it doesn't matter if you have it exactly perfect or not, because you can turn it. So I can turn that so that I've got that the way I want it. Okay, we're going to set this aside also. Then one more, I have a piece of basic white. This is just a scrap piece. And I have the floral image. And we're going to ink this up. Again, in the Tuxedo Black Memento ink. And then we'll just give it a good press. Now we're going to use blends today. There we go. And I have 3 blends. I have All of them are the light out of the two blends because we're just going to use it to color in. So I have the light lemon lime twist, the light berry burst, and then the light crumb cake. So of course the flowers are going to be done in the berry burst. So let's just start there. This takes the longest to dry, and the color does go lighter when it sits for a little bit because it comes off pretty bold. It's a bold color. I love berry burst with lemon lime twist. It's just, they go together so well. I'm staying away from the edges. Like, I don't want to concentrate my marker at the edge because I feel like that makes the ink smear more or feather out more. So just kind of get up to it. Don't linger on it. And on these places where I have a bunch of little black lines in there, just kind of brush over them quickly. So it's dark, but it will lighten up. So then let's go for our lemon lime twist. Again, this is the light, and we're just going to do the leaves with this. Now don't worry about writing down measurements, because if you sign up for my email, you will get all the measurements sent right to your mailbox. I used to do blogging, which I'm still doing it at the moment, but not as intense. And I used to do Pinterest and all of that. Instead of going to a bunch of different places, I have chose to place it all in an email and send it to you twice a week. So I have an email that goes out on Monday, so one have probably already left this morning if you already follow me, and it should be in your mailbox. If not, you have time because this email won't go out until Friday. So Monday and Friday is when I'm sending them. That way it gives you the time to get signed up if this is your first time watching me or you haven't been signed up for my email. And I'll definitely link in YouTube the link to join my email. And it is just, if you're got something to write on now, it's www.piccadillystamping, my name, .blogspot, one word, blogspot.com. Okay, now this, what I'm doing is, this is crumb cake. And so I'm just kind of making the, and it's the light crumb cake, and I'm just kind of making the background kind of sprigs in the crumb cake. Now, I will take a plate and put this on the plate and use the die to cut this out for you guys. And I'm going to use just a little piece of washi tape to hold this in place. And then I will put a lid on top of that. Whoops. So I want to make like an E formation here, so that when you look at it from the side, it's an E. That helps that go through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss Mini. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull over the silicone craft sheet. This helps hold the mini in place. It doesn't have as wide of a base as our regular full-size Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And then I'll start it until it kind of stops, and then grab the handle and run it through. And once you get used to doing it that way, it goes very quick. Peel back that washi very gently, and then there we have that piece. Okay, now I also die cut this kind of leaf image, and in the lemon lime twist. So I have that done. Let me get this out of the way and this out of the way. And then let's just start building the card. This is the die cut from our Stylish Shapes. It is the largest stitch circle, and I wanted to show you that so you know where that came from. So let's bring our mat back in. And what I'm going to do is let's see, which side do I want to do? I'm going to do this side. So I'm going to use a little bit of the Tombow liquid glue, and I'm going to give a pretty good coat of glue right here to kind of went over there so that I can leave like maybe a 1/4 inch border here and glue this together. This gives me a minute to kind of move it around. This is very sticky glue, but it does take just a few seconds longer to dry onto the glimmer paper. So this gives just a cute little edge and glimmer to our project. And then I'm going to take this and glue this down to our card base. Both sides would have been pretty, but I think I like the lighter so that that shows up. And then I want to leave a little edge on the opening on the right side of my card. So matching this up, right like so. And then we'll give that a firm press because we do have that embossing underneath of there. Okay. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love that brightness and that pop. So then let's take our die cut here with our sentiment on it, and let's go ahead and glue this down flat also. I definitely like to make cards that mail flat so you don't have to pay extra postage. Obviously you can pop it up as much as you want to, but I'm going to set this pretty much dead center on here. So move that over just a little bit more. And then this really neat bucket that we have, I want this kind of half on and half off of our crumb cake base. So I've got the texture in the background, I've got the beautiful design, and then this is just another design element by stamping it right on the DSP to give that wood texture. But I do like that this is the pecan pie against that crumb cake. They just coordinate so well. So we're going to have this kind of down and off here. I mean, I kind of want it on the thing, but just off a little bit. Okay. Now, this piece, I want this kind of as a background piece. And as you can tell, I really do like the green glue, and I use it a lot. But we don't need to have this, like, glued up completely down because I'm going to have something over it. So let's just kind of pop this in play for kind of a little background filler. And then for our colored image, let's grab some glue dots here, and we'll probably need some dimensionals. I mean, probably need about 3. And then our little trash to put these in. It just saves them from going all over my house. Okay. And then we can determine how we want. I want it kind of popped up straight out of this bucket so it gives that real country look. Isn't that just adorable? I just think that is absolutely adorable. All right. I'm going to use some white baker's twine just to make a little bow here. I don't want to take away. I didn't want to color it because the flowers and this thing, I want those to stand out. So I'm just going to use a little white baker's twine. Now this is our Baker's Twine Essential Pack, and it comes with all different colors. Yeah, Baker's Twine Essential Pack. So it comes with like all of our neutrals. And we're just going to make a small bow. I want it a little smaller. Here we go, and a little bit smaller. Work that around. Let's see, where are my snips? I'm going to snip that down. And I'm going to take a glue dot here. Just going to use my thumbnail and kind of roll that up. And using my take your pick tool, let's see, let's put that maybe off to the side on this one, like so. Okay, so now we've got our beautiful bucket of flowers here. And then what do I want for some added? Where is my, I keep a thing of my embellishments close by. Let's see what we have. That's purple. What are these? No, not those. Let's see. That's too pink. I thought we had some beautiful, maybe they're in a different container. That would go pretty nicely. I could have swore I had some other ones that were a little richer in color, but maybe I'm losing my mind. That wouldn't be the first time that's happened. So let's open this up. Now these are the Tinsel Gem 4-pack. So let's do maybe one here, and it's got that little bit of like tinsel glow to it, which is very pretty. Yeah, these do go nicely. Do I want a small one or do I want to keep with a large? Kind of like that, kind of like that. What do you guys think? I think maybe I'll move this one over a little bit more. So it's kind of around the focal point. So again, Tinsel Gem 4-pack is what I chose to use. So isn't that just adorable? Very, very simple card. Just threw in a bunch of elements. So it's kind of one of my 7-layer salads. Is that what Bill calls them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 7-layer salads. But it's so stinking cute and it's so easy to do. So I wanted to share that with you today. Now, if you would be so kind to sign up for my email, that way you get all the information. You're going to get a supply list of all the supplies that I used. You'll get this video that you're watching now. There'll be photos of the project and dimensions listed in that email, and that will come to your mailbox twice a week on Mondays and Fridays. And right now, Stampin' Up! Has a Earn to Redeem program. This is the bonus days. So for every $50 you spend, you're going to get a $5 coupon to use for next month to redeem in August. So this is kind of a fun thing that they do every year. I also have, if you purchase $100 using my current host code, you get a stamp of, you get one set of Stampin' blends for August. So pick any color you want and you get those. And then of course, I always love it if you guys can comment, let me know what you think of the project. Like, share, subscribe by clicking that little bell. Most appreciated. So you guys have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.